Hello and welcome to Meet the Parents, a podcast from myself, Sean Haggerty, and my beautiful, funny wife, Diona Doherty.
You don't mean that.
I do mean that.
Thank you.
You look great today.
Thank you. So do you. Sorry, that was very delayed. Sorry.
Which obviously I don't.
No, you do. There was a delay in my brain fart. Before we start, if you would like to come see a hilarious one-woman comedy called Sunny Side Up in the Lyric Theatre Belfast this April, then you can book tickets now in the Lyric Theatre website. It's a dark comedy written by myself, produced by us, and it's about a couple and their struggles to try and start a family, and it's funny and heartbreaking at the same time.
You'll laugh, you'll cry, and then you'll laugh again.
You'll laugh, you'll cry,
And then
you'll
you'll
laugh
cry again.
Yeah, and then you can go out afterwards. It'll be over by about 9:30.
Yeah, it's great.
Although that is bedtime for me.
9:30?
Yes.
Sometimes earlier this week.
Well, if I'm not gigging, it's like I know tonight that I'm going to be gigging and I'm headlining, so I'll not be home till late. You loving the fact you're going to have a house.
VR
Oh my
night.
God, can I tell you? So say I'm going to bed at 9:30 and Sean is sat beside me with a VR headset on like a virgin.
Like a virgin in a fucking cinema. A cinema for one. It is unbelievable. I got this Meta Quest 3. It's called, right?
Even
it's like
that sounds like something Kim Barlow would say.
It sounds so fucking nerdy, right? But I got it a few days ago. I did loads of research, watched loads of YouTube videos and stuff. Got this thing and I was like, this is phenomenal. There's a 300-inch screen, 2 inches from my face, but it looks 50 yards away. Mm-hmm. And I says, do you hear, put this on? And you put it on and you were emotionless. And I was like, Diona, come on. There's now a cinema in our living room, a full 200 red velvet seats.
It's impressive.
And you were just you were dead between the eyes.
No, I was like, this is cool. Dead between the eyes. Dead behind the eyes.
Dead behind the eyes.
Between the eyes is
your
just
nose.
Your nose.
It's a funeral for your nose.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
I
love it.
I can agree with you that it's impressive. I think also, like you said too, you've only delved into 1% of what that world is, what even is there to do on it. But I put it on my head, right? And you were just have a bit of fun with it. And I was like, have fun, what's that? And then
But you did. You were like a pensioner.
I played a game.
Had to hold your elbow and coax you around the room so you didn't smash anything.
I swear we should bring it in and put it on because it was fucking brilliant. I put it on and I was all, oh my God, I'm inside a spaceship. And I was inside a spaceship, trying to move around and stuff. And there was drills flying past me and just bits, instruments. And I was not like spanners. I was like, this is mad. And then I went, okay, I'll play a game. And what happened in this game, I was stood in our living room and you can see your living room as well, your actual living room. But then all these, I want to say minions were flying in through a hole in the roof and I had 2 guns in my hands and I was just shooting them, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, this is really fun. I was getting carried away myself going bang, 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 shooting all these wee minions. This is a fun game. And after a couple of minutes I went, I am nearly 35. Why am I stood in my living room shooting minions?
Where's the harm in it?
But I was like, my wains are in bed. I have shit to do and I am stood in my living room shooting minions. And the thing for me is that was enjoyable for a couple of minutes. And then I was like, there we go.
The thing is, though, you played that for about 20 minutes. I'm yet to play a game on it. I didn't buy it to play games. I bought it for watching stuff, for being immersed, for being in a world that isn't this fucking world. Yeah.
So sorry, we've created such a shit world for you to live in.
I'm not a gamer. I've never
owned
a console or played games.
So what else can you use? What do you call it again?
Well, last night I watched Man City were playing last night and I watched the full match in a cinema. Now, there was other people in and they were all talking, but I haven't...
No, this is the thing that blows my mind.
I haven't got that confidence
So you put it
yet.
on my head, right?
Yeah.
And you look at... And so I'm looking at this massive screen. The match is on. And you look around and you're all, oh, am I actually sat in a cinema? And then you look around and there's people sitting around you, right? And they're just avatars. And I was looking around going, oh, these are just they've just placed all these random things in. And you were like, no, there's people in
They're
here.
real people.
Those are other people. Yeah. There's somebody from Bangladesh, somebody from Drumahoe, somebody from wherever. And they're all watching it with you.
If you look down, if you have the headset on, you look down, you have a blue hoodie and stuff on and jeans.
Did you choose your outfit?
Yeah, but I didn't spend much time. I was like, you had to before you could start using it. And I was like, just give me anything.
Because I was looking around behind me and there was a guy with a beard and boobs and I thought, that's progressive. Do you know what I mean? Like his avatar had a beard and boobs, which is
Sweet.
like
Sweet.
great. That
why
guy
we're
might have a
friends.
beard and boobs in real life. You know, obviously, like, but I was like, there we. I'm gonna do. You were like, I want to watch the match. I was like, I want to go talk to that guy. You know what I mean?
It's amazing.
So
though.
what
It really
else
is.
can the VR world do for
I
you?
had our
besides-
podcast on. I had Dave Sly Guy podcast on. I was just sitting watching it. I had Andrew Ryan's podcast on.
But you can do that through all other devices.
Oh,
You
I
just
know.
want it to be big.
But yeah, pretty much. Just it's immersive. It's when you put it on, you step away from the room
yeah.
that you're in for a while. Do you know what I mean? And I wanted just something different, something that I
Will
haven't
this-
experienced before. And
Will
this is the
this
future.
stop you going on about wanting
More kids.
what do you call it? Thing, a projector?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, over the projector.
Yeah, but that's
basically
all
what
this
it is.
combined. Do you know what I mean? That's a projector without having to wall mount it or ceiling mount it, without having to buy your projector that comes down your screen.
So if I got my own VR headset and made my own wee avatar, I could have went into that room and sat
we
beside
got
you
in with our wee room
in
and sat beside each other and held wee fake hands. Yeah.
a virtual world. Imagine that's just how relationships set up. It's like I'll meet you in that cinema room and we'll watch
Yeah,
the Man City
yeah.
game, and then you just go in and sit beside each other, and like in real life you're sat right beside each other, but not really. I mean that is the
The
future.
future, big time. But it's I love it. I was actually thinking of getting you one as well, just so we can watch movies and stuff together. Do you know? So
Oh my god! But you could do this
yeah,
and watch the movie.
and watch it in a wee 50-inch. Why, when you could be in it? It's like me and you going to the cinema. It's like, why would we go to the cinema? You
Because
could probably
I
get
can
any
turn
movie online.
and see your actual face. Unless you'd rather turn and see that avatar with the beard and the boobs
Would
rather
you
than
not,
look
would
at
you
me.
not want to see the?
Although, let's be honest, I have got a beard and boobs.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you'd rather. That's just so mad. Well, listen, what else can you do besides watch matches? Because honestly, if you've bought this just to watch matches, I'll be like, what?
Well, I didn't think you could watch matches until I went on it last night and someone was like broadcasting in their own like sort of private room or whatever, and then you just click to join the room, and then you go into the room and it's like transports you into whatever they have. They have like sports bars and all these different rooms, like, you know, state of the art, like home cinemas and stuff. So you can literally just pick your room and
Yeah.
pick what you want to put on. Like I could put on my stand-up videos and broadcast them to a room and have like, I think it's up to 15 people that can come in and sit and watch your stuff.
Do they have to pay?
No, it's all part of
I bet you it's going to
Have
be the
one?
new thing.
it is.
Oh my
Remember I had a
God.
meeting about
Aye.
2 years ago with someone from the metaverse,
Aye.
a real person.
Yeah.
And they were talking to me about the future being where comedians are going to be doing
So you could stand in your
Stand up.
living room and do a gig,
or sit.
or sit in your living room and do a gig, and then like people can come into the virtual room and watch you do that live
Yeah.
and pay.
There's a comedy club in it that I went into, and you walk in, but then there's like kids running about the stage and people
Are
shouting
they
wanker, and because
Do you mean
anyone can go in.
Avatar kids.
Yeah, because anyone can go in, and there's people like running up the stairs and run down the stairs and running away back up into a different world, and it's just
This is mad.
yeah. There was a
It's like an episode of Black Mirror.
Doja Cat.
Yeah, was she there?
She had a concert on. There was like a VR concert. You could like
I'm getting
walk
on
into
like you
this wee
met her.
world
Mom,
and
was
watch
she
her.
there?
No, but you seen her.
But so she was really there, like
No.
her avatar.
It was like a pre-recorded concert in VR that you
Okay.
could go into this wee world and watch her VR concert.
I have said this before, and I will say it again. If you died, I wouldn't know how to watch things.
You wouldn't know how to do anything. But
No,
why is that?
technologically?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can do all
you
the
could
other
breathe
real
and-
life things.
Yeah.
But you're the guy.
But the
and
kids
I-
would go to bed and you would just be sitting there, or you would just be doing work.
But if you're not home in the evening, that TV does not get turned on at all. Like I don't care for it. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't. Whereas you, like Winter wants to watch Frozen, and I have to be like, which one of our apps is it on? I don't know how to access it. And all there's times I have to be able to her, Daddy will do that when he gets up or whatever. Because there's things like and I'm sure all these things have updates and like new versions. And I even think now I sound like an old woman who's going, they're all uploading to their mega drives, and I feel like I'm just saying words. But you know, like, I feel like I'd have to ring one of your brothers if you died to be like, can you come on and turn Sky on? It doesn't work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the amount of times you've been in a gig and if I text you going, the TV won't work, and you have to, and I'm obviously not simple, I can obviously turn a TV on, but you know when it's all the bits and pieces. Do you know what I mean?
which HDMI port you
All
go
that
into
stuff.
and what remote you need. One
a
thing you
mental
did,
block.
which you seem to do a lot of, is lift the remote control from whatever room you're in and just like bring it into the kitchen and put it on like the table.
I'm confiscating it.
But that's not you
I'm
doing it.
joking.
Like yesterday, you brought a remote down from our bedroom, and I was like, "Is that from our room?" And you were all, "Oh, why?
I thought
why,
it was
why
my
did I
phone.
bring that down? You thought it was your phone?
I lifted it. I just walked downstairs and then I was all, oh, that's not my phone. And I just put it down. And then you were like, what's it doing here? And I was all, I thought it was my phone.
It was like a wee fire stick remote.
I know, but you know, you sometimes, like you walk around with your phone sometimes looking for your phone. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like you're allowed to do things wrong sometimes, Sean. Even I.
Even you.
Even I.
Even you.
It feels like you're on a streak of doing shit that's like
Me or
you to like escape. You went to a racket room yesterday.
Yeah, it was great. Me and my son.
Like,
We had a
if
great
anyone
time.
doesn't know what a racket room is, it is literally what it sounds like. Like
Yeah,
what?
you literally go in and you get overalls on. You get these like steel toe cap like work kind of boots and a big kind of visor goes over your face, almost like a
An astronaut.
BMX kind of helmet kind of thing. And then you get big gloves and stuff on, and you go into this room, and on one table they have like an old fax, basically like stuff you would get from a charity shop or broken
Aye.
things, do you know, like from a TV set
That
or
are
the
useless
dump
now.
or whatever. You would get like monitors and like a toaster or all these like weird kind of devices from around your house, and then there was just like 2 crates of bottles, and you literally just have half an hour and you just
Smash
throw the
it.
bottles off the wall. You hit them with bats, you hit them with mallets and hammers and sledgehammers and everything, and you just let your anger out for half an hour. Or
But is it fun?
Yeah, it was very fun.
Are you
yeah.
laughing?
I was throwing balls and my son was just bang.
Are you laughing doing it?
Fuck, I mean, no, maybe the first one or two you're like, I fucking smashed the bottle. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, do you ever go out the house and just like throw an egg against the back fence? And
No,
you're
but
just
I've
like,
watched you do it
"Fuck
in our
them,
kitchen.
Fuck them."
One night our taxi came, do you remember? We were having like drinks in the house. It was your brother and wife there?
Yeah.
And we were like, our taxi came, beep, beep. And Sean had obviously had one mojito too many and was all, wouldn't it be so fun to smash this egg against the tiles? And I was all, yeah, but like, you're like 35, like don't do that. And then he just chucked an egg at our tiles in our kitchen and then left the house to go out in the taxi. Yeah. And then I had to clean it, albeit the next day. But it was like why?
Just sometimes
So many
you gotta live
questions.
free, do you know what I mean?
So little answers. I know.
Some people take drugs. I
throw eggs at tiles.
Off tiles.
But even that, like, I think that record room sounds great. Like, I think that's what people love, going to the dump.
But
it's
imagine,
therapy, just
yeah.
chucking shit. And
But imagine kids from different backgrounds, whatever, that have anger issues or problems, and you're saying to them, save all this anger. It's like boxing gyms. That's why they're in sort of underprivileged areas, and that's why they're so successful, because it channels children's anger and their issues and their problems, and they build up any aggression that they have or any problems that they have, and then it gives them an outlet. Once a week or twice a week. And I think the racket room, I can't remember the exact name of it, but that
it's like a outlet
would
for
be
your anger.
Yeah, class.
But then don't they say like the cure is in the problem? They got very deep. But like, do you know the way I watched a video of James Van Der Beek?
Right. Dawson, yeah.
Dawson from Dawson's Creek. And he was cleaning the glass front of his log burner. What content is my algorithm throwing up? Why niche? And he literally was all like, hey, like I've tried cleaning this with like lots of different products and lots of different things, and it never quite gets it clean, and it just moves the dirt around. He goes, would you see this? And he dipped a cloth into some of the soot from inside the log burner, and he cleaned all the other soot off the glass front. And he went, the answer is in the problem.
The problem.
So the
cure is in the problem. The
either
problem's in
or.
the cure. Something like that, is it?
No, the problem's not in the cure. That would mean, I don't know.
There's
but like,
no problem then?
Basically, you look at the welcome to Meet the Parents. No, basically, God, he was good in Dawson's Creek, wasn't he?
Is that what you were watching, Dawson's Creek?
No, he wasn't doing it in Dawson's Creek. It was James Vanderbeek doing it, not Dawson. And on his Instagram or something. Like, he's very philosophical.
Is he?
Oh, he is. He's got a couple of kids and all now too. But anyway, what I mean is, if you're sending people to a Wreck-It room because they've got anger issues, that's not addressing the problem. That's go batter some shit up. But see, when you go home, you will still,
Bother your brothers.
hate your ma or whatever it is. Do you know what I mean? So it's
Well, then
not
maybe
really.
that's the ma's problem for being a dick.
Yes, I know. Well, I mean, nobody can. It's all on how you perceive things.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like when you talk to your child, nobody can make you angry. You're making yourself angry if you're getting annoyed about something. It's that sort of thing. But yeah, okay. It probably is a good idea.
Yeah. Would you ever like to go?
I'd fucking love to.
Happy days. Valentine's night, me and you.
Oh my God.
No, I don't.
Imagine people be like, oh, your relationship's so romantic. On our first wedding anniversary, we went to Auschwitz, and then and then for Valentine's Day, we went to a Wreck-It room and smashed bottles and TVs up.
I think you would love to go to one if you got to
And
smash things
we didn't
like...
ride to have kids. Whoa.
I think you would go if you got to smash things like over my head and all.
No, I wouldn't. I'd never
you
do
would.
that to you.
Would you not?
No.
Would you not love to smash, Joe, the fake glass bottles that you see on like sketches on TV and stuff?
Yeah. I
Would you
think
love
I've
to-
seen that. I think I might have used those before
You probably have.
and stuff. Would you ever see when you get a fake gunshot? I've been fake shot. So somebody's sitting with like a detonator almost to like go and make it look like all the blood. But it is a wee. It's
You get a
not
wee
comfortable. Like the thing that pops with all the blood on it when you get like fake shot.
Is that somebody just pressing like a remote
Somebody's
control or
pressing
button?
something that like makes it explode, so the blood explodes out. But it gives you the you do feel it. You don't, because if you didn't feel it, I suppose you go, oh, you'd see the blood and you're all,
Yeah.
oh.
But then I suppose you get the chance to live react then, which
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what you want.
But for the first time you feel it, it's usually on camera because like it's going to ruin the clothes because the blood comes out. So it is a holy, get here. Whoa.
Stop shooting me.
Come on now. Put down your guns. Stop it. MDS is over.
It'd be funny if it was so sore that they got you to take it out and just actually shoot you.
Yeah. Fine. We'll have an actual gun then. We've got some questions this week.
Yeah, we do, yeah. This is a question
Q&A
Q&A
app.
special, isn't it?
Can I just say it as well, actually, because I just flicked through some screen grabs on my phone, and this one is of a sink. And
That's what our lives have become.
can I just say this is an example of how like what happens in our house. Whenever I was 8 months pregnant, we got a new bathroom put on downstairs, a new kitchen and stuff, and like a wee tiny bathroom. And this sink arrived that was like a bigger sink than you'd put in your big bathroom. It was like this huge sink.
It's a
really
bath
nice sink
attached to the
though,
wall.
so massive. Like you could bath your kids in it, and like it's like the diameter of our entire small bathroom, and the plumber took it out. I was not there. The plumber took it out and showed Sean and went, here, this is massive. Like, it's going to take up most of your bathroom. And Sean was like, oh, I cannot be arsed. Just put it in. And it's huge. And now in order to go to the toilet, you have to shimmy past the sink, get down onto the toilet and keep your legs under the sink as if it's a desk. And only now, 9 months later, are we looking at changing it. I had to ring the same plumber back yesterday and was all, do you remember that sink you put in 9 months ago? That was ridiculous. Can you come back and change it finally? And he was like, have you still not? And I was like, nope.
No.
We've been living, like you have to shimmy under it for a pee.
It's awful, isn't it?
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go you first.
Somebody asked, how do we deal with parenting differences? So like between us. Because most houses have good cop, bad cop, don't they?
Yeah, I'm good cop. Pew, pew. You should have went, "Pff, so sorry.
I suppose
You are a bad cop.
I mean, if it's black and white, then yes,
black
I
and
am
white.
more like into like discipline. Not into discipline. I love discipline. Love grounding people. But like, I suppose I'm the person who's like more about like rules and it makes me sound so boring.
Diona, I've been saying it for ages. Ages.
But when you're like, oh, is that who I am?
Yeah. Is that who you want to be? Is that
No.
So what?
I swear
What do
to
you
God,
do?
right? Do you know what I was thinking yesterday when I was having an absolute meltdown with my life? I was going, I would love not. So basically yesterday, Rocky got his injections, right? He's 8 months and he just got his 3-month injections yesterday because actually it never worked out that we could take him since he was 3 months old. And I was going to you, right, so he's now on a 2-nap schedule and his appointment is during his second nap. So I put him down for an earlier nap or a later nap? And you were like, I don't care. Like, that's silly. And I was all, but it's all I think about. So I was like, I would love to not be as obsessed with their fucking sleep schedules.
You are a sleep Nazi.
Like, when I wake up in the morning, it's the first thing I think about. And I actually have to stop myself talking about it to you, because I'd be like, this is not fun content for husband and wife.
Yeah.
Like, stop talking about sleep. It's all I talk about.
Yeah. Like, he goes to sleep 3 times a day. Why are you
2
so
now.
cut
It's on a
up
2
on...
nap schedule.
Yeah, but 3 if you had him going to bed at
Bedtime.
night.
True.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I'm obsessed.
Why?
I don't know, Sean.
It must be from winter.
It is from winter because she didn't sleep, so it was traumatic. And I was so exhausted. I remember constantly researching sleep whilst nobody was sleeping and I wasn't sleeping. And I remember just being like, the exhaustion can change you so much. But anyway, so I'm just still obsessed with all the things that traumatized me from winter. I've transferred to Rocky, and even though he's a wee dreamboat, and that he's never had the same issues. But anyway, so the main difference is that I'm obsessed with sleep, and that you're much more lackadaisical.
Yeah. So what do we do? Do we meet in the middle? Do you want me to take more of a...
No, because I even talked, like, my best friend has 2 kids and she has no sleep schedule and everyone's fine. Do you know what I mean? And like, she's just like, whatever, it looks terrible, but I'm looking for sleep. Now, in saying that there, I feel like I have to be quite regimented because we work nights. Do you know what I mean? And like, you're like, okay, they need to go to bed at 7 o'clock or 7:30 because we then go out to gig. I can't have kids who stay up till 10 o'clock at night and then go to bed with them. That works for lots of people because then they sleep till 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work
It
for
just
us.
doesn't work for us, yeah.
We've no choice but to get up between 5:30 and 6 every day because they have to go to bed at 7 because we have to go out to work. But like, I like romanticize a day where I'll just be like, someone will be like, you know, oh, we missed his nap, and I'll be like, so what? And I don't care. 3 wines deep, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, because even like we're talking about booking a holiday for the summer and already I'm going, right, how can I prepare these kids to sleep in hot weather in the bright apartment and together in the same room? And even that is like so annoying that I will consume my brain with that for the next 4 months.
You really will. You need to get back onto your shoulder
EMDR.
tapping.
EDMR, whatever you call it.
Yeah. Do you remember the other day when I came home after getting our car MOT'd? And it passed, by the way. And I got home and Winter was up from like 5:30 and she wasn't really well. And then Rocky had gone down for his first nap by the time I got back. But then Winter wanted to go back to bed, so you just let her go back to bed.
Aye.
And I came home and it was like 10:15 in the morning.
And they were both napping.
And they were both napping. And we were like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we had a
Like-
coffee and all. We were like, we sat in our new sofa, which is another story. But
Yeah.
I know. I was like, well, it's not. We just sat down. But what's
was
another major
unreal.
difference then between our parenting styles?
Do
Do you know what I think I've done? Sorry to ask you a question and then just talk, right? But what I think I've done, which nobody did years ago, I've read too much.
you think so?
I've not read enough.
Yeah, but you are a research kind of gal. You
Yeah.
really are. You really are. And sometimes it's detrimental to
I agree.
your personality and your character.
Then I like convince myself that I know exactly how you're supposed to raise these kids and exactly
Yeah.
how things are supposed to be implemented.
But that's by the book. Everything you learn
know.
is what you're supposed to do by the book.
I know.
Whereas every child is different. Every single child.
But you know, whenever like even like recently, Winter's been like throwing tantrums, not major tantrums, but she has been like, and I purposely just completely ignore because that's what I've learned off somebody online. Where like you just like ignore them and then don't feed the tantrum because then they'll be like, oh, this gets me attention. But then sometimes I'm like, is this a tantrum or is she actually upset over this toast? Like, is it a tantrum? Whereas you have a different method when she has a tantrum, and it's the distraction method. And you'd be like, whoa, look at that thing, or tickle, or do something.
Distraction is key.
But they
in
learn nothing.
Well, then they learn nothing. Go to school. Do you know what I mean?
No, this is the thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm
Why do you
right.
have to be teaching them all the time? Do you know what I mean?
I'm like, every day's a school day.
Who's a fucking parenting guru?
I hate
Just
myself so
survive. Just
I am a fucking vice principal. And I've got such
You're a
vice principal energy.
You're a fucking principal. You
I
wouldn't
hate-
stand being a vice principal with one person over you.
No,
You're a principal. You're the fucking.
I want to be the PE teacher.
You're
Do
the
you know
what do
what I
you call the governor? The fucking board of governors.
Yeah.
You're the chair of that.
You're the PE teacher.
I'm the PE teacher.
Yeah, you're the
Hot
guy.
young guy runs about with a semi.
You want to
and-
see my PE teacher? Whoa,
Oh,
not,
really?
Not a hot young guy whatsoever.
No.
But like you want to with a couple of them, so nobody can distinguish which one I was talking about there. But like you get the PE teacher where everyone goes, did you get GCSEs or like do you have to have them for this job? Because I don't know if you do. Do you? I'm sure you do.
I don't
You have
think
to
so.
do the bleep test.
I think my old teacher played for our local football team, and I got qualified him. Do you know what I
I
mean?
mean,
He's like, he scored 2
everyone's like,
goals for the
"Oi!"
seniors. He's like,
And then teach
That'll
the
do.
kids, get your
Yeah.
shorts on. So funny because teachers walk around the school dressed in like pencil skirts or suits or like, you know, like, and then the PE teacher's just like a pair of shorts and
and a whistle.
a zippy. Doing also no exercise. Why are you in shorts and a
Aye.
zippy? You haven't moved all day. We're the ones running around.
Dress for the job you want, not the job you have. That had no relevance to anything. I just wanted to say it.
Right, so the main difference is I am the stricter one. I'd love. Do you know what though?
Do you know what to do? See from now on.
No, I can't. I can't, Sean.
I know you can't.
I can't do it.
I know.
I'd love to. I'd love.
I know.
Do you know why I'm convinced? If I'm not the person holding the ship together, doing all the shit, it won't get done. And don't tell me it will, because it won't.
But then, do you know what? Then it doesn't get done.
No. Imagine things not getting done.
I don't have to.
Oh no.
I know.
I know, but that drives me. We're laughing about it now, but I like near cried about it yesterday. I was like, why do I have to be in charge of everything? I'd love not to be. I'd love to be just like, whatever, it's fine. Do you like? I'd love for somebody else to tell me what
for
to
a
do.
week. Come with me for a week and I'll let you shadow me, right? And just do what I do and just deep breath your way through it.
Honestly,
and
we'll
you'll
be
have
living in a
much better
pigsty.
life. Then we live in a fucking pigsty.
No.
Do you know why? Because we live in a house. No.
No,
What
we
is
have
it?
no home.
A home?
Not a house.
Yeah, it's not a show house. It's like when people come in, it's like your ma texts or rings and they're like, oh, I'll call around for a visit in 10 minutes. And then you frantically hoover and polish and everything. It's like,
But I love that because I think when somebody goes, I'm going to call over, I'm like, I'll do a quick reset of the house. And it almost gives you like a wee bit, I wouldn't have cleaned this today otherwise.
or just throw stuff into one of the rooms and keep them in the other room.
Yeah, that
know
works
what I mean?
out. Do you have questions?
Yeah,
there
I have
too?
a question here too. I have quite a few. What's your go-to strategy for keeping calm and finding humour in the chaos of parenthood?
For finding humour in it. I mean, I think that's like
It comes more from me
I
than
think
you, doesn't it?
you do the
We just talked about-
distraction thing. And no. If it's during like a learning moment, no, then I think you'll be the person who like try and make it funny, and I'll be like, no, she needs to learn that you can't throw a tantrum. But generally, like, I am a parent who is on the floor with my kids, playing with them all the time. Like, I'll be down playing with them and making things fun. I do lots of creative stuff with my kids, play games. Like yesterday, Winter and I got all our books out, and this sounds awful again. Played library. Like, it sounds like I'm such a fucking gimp. Like, did I?
Every time she spoke, you were like, shh.
I was like, you owe a £15 fine. You can't take that back out. Bring it back in 3 days. Yeah, I think like we play a lot with our kids, I suppose.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think, do you know what's lovely is watching your kids, is like getting to know your kids' wee personalities. Because like, Winter's very funny.
Yeah.
Do you know when
Oh,
she
she's
knows
so
how to
funny.
make you laugh?
Yeah. They even say in her nursery too. They're like, you pick her up and they're like, she is just an entertainer.
Yeah. Like last week, she made everyone sit down and watch her sing Annie from Tomorrow.
Like,
Like-
where does she get it from? where does she get it?
Sit down. Have
But
you
what-
all paid on?
One of the brilliant
Pull
things
up your
we did
tickets.
as well is we got her like a disco bulb that
Oh,
like
yeah.
spins around, all the colours go around the room.
Yeah.
And we stuck it into her room, and we made her a playlist on Spotify of like songs from Annie and Matilda and Frozen and
yeah.
things like that.
Although we've banned the Matilda songs,
Well, just naughty.
the naughty song.
Yeah.
I banned Quiet as well, just because it gets her in the form of
the Matilda
Matilda,
mood.
cheeky wee shit.
Yeah. And she goes in there like 3-4 times a week and she just lets loose. She just
Yeah.
walks around in circles singing the song
Singing.
for like 15 minutes, doesn't
Yeah,
she?
yeah.
And you go in the room and she's all, Daddy, you leave now. And I'm like,
Yeah.
right, okay. So I have to go out, and then she makes sure the door's fully closed.
Yeah.
And then she just goes round and round in circles like she's in a cult, just
I-
fucking singing songs.
I brought her up the other day, and I had Rocky with me, and we were in the room, and I put the disco bulb on and put the music on. She was all, okay, you go now with Rocky, and I'll be fine. Just leave, and then you come get me in a while. And I was like, okay, like she's two. But yeah, I think obviously like just getting to know their wee personalities, and like I suppose just like doing doing fun things with them. But in nursery, she's also like the youngest. Like in her room, like she's like one of the youngest.
She was the oldest there for a while, wasn't she?
But
now
she'll be
she's back
like,
to being the
sit down
youngest.
and listen to me sing, and I'm gonna sing.
Yeah. She definitely rules the roost.
She's definitely an entertainer. Like,
Yeah.
what was so? Well, hold on, I get another wee question here. What's one of the most unexpected but amusing things your kids have done recently?
Probably the time Winter shit in the bath and or shit herself, and then did I say this story on this podcast?
You did, I.
Did I?
Where she was in and out. But also,
Yeah.
speaking of bath, I had loads of people contact me after the last time that we put a clip up about trying to get your child under the bath, and then they have a bath, and then you can't get them out, which is just mad. But what I've done recently is we do disco baths now. So I bought loads of glow sticks and I crack them and chuck them in the water and then turn the light off, and they cannot wait to get under the bath. They play with the glow sticks. It's like a party, but the music on. So every day I'm like, you need a disco bath, and she was like, disco bath. Yes, she can't wait to get in. But like, here, genius.
I know.
I didn't think of it. I saw it online.
It's class though.
But it's so good.
And then you hire the local drug dealer to just walk around the bathroom going, want some gear?
But it's great because she also can't wait to get out, because she's like, I'll play with these outside the bath too, because you can bring them back. You can bring them out with me. Do you know what I mean? There's one usually in Rocky's mouth, and you're all, I don't know if that's safe.
I know.
Any minute now he's gonna drink a whole tub of neon. It's inside. His shit's gonna come out bright pink.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. But that was like that was a great way of like, no, there's no problems with the bath.
But that's again, is that distraction? Is that what you were telling me off for?
No,
Do you
I'm
know
just
what I
making
mean?
something more appealing. I'm preventing a tantrum before it's about to happen.
By distraction?
No, there's no distraction. She's in the middle of a tantrum because say she wants a fruit shoot, and you're like, no, you can't have a fruit shoot, and then she starts screaming, and then you're all, look at that, look at those glow sticks. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's different. Where it's like, here's a. I brought her into the bedroom the other day before she was getting in the bath and turned the light off and let her crack the glow sticks, and she was like, whoa, like, what is this wizardry? Like, she was very impressed. You're like, 100 of them for $5 on Amazon.
Well worth it. Class.
Whenever
Hours
we
of
were
fun.
doing the hen do in the opera house, I wanted everyone to have a glow stick, and they wouldn't let everyone. And I was like, how class would it be? But then people started getting out online that we were having like a rave in the middle of it, and then people started bringing their own glow sticks, and I was like, you're my people.
Class. And they were allowed in to use them and stuff.
Well, I mean, nobody knows they just crack them at some point. But
So why were you not allowed them? Is it
I think
health and safety?
they have.
case they
They had
broke,
just had
or-
a refurb, and they didn't want the stuff dribbling all over it. And I don't think it would have been damaged anyway. I think that stuff basically disappears. It has down Rocky's throat. He's fine. He just glows now.
You have another question?
Yeah. Any parenting hacks?
Parenting hacks. My memory's so bad. I don't know what we've talked about episode to episode.
Everything.
But there is a thing where the vest that babies have. Remember, our midwife taught us that,
Aye.
like they have like the wee kind of.
This will blow your mind.
It meets what do you call it? Like the neck of it.
Aye, it's like, do you know the way baby.
It has like a wide neck that's been sort of half covered with more fabric.
Aye, they're like almost a crisscross material on their shoulders.
Yeah, well, that is so that if a baby shits up their back or anything, rather than bringing it up and over their head, you can take it off at the shoulders and bring it down and take it off at the
And
bottom.
that's the only way I take vests off now.
Yeah, it's great.
Like every single time. It actually is so much handier because you know the way they're all like wee pterodactyls and their wee arms like it's
Yeah.
there, and you have to be like to try and get their arms up. So you just take the vest down now, and you don't have to fight the arms.
It's great, isn't it?
Do you know what I mean? You bought, this isn't really a parenting hack, but I suppose it's safe when you're in a hotel with your kids. What was the thing you bought the other day? Like a
Oh yeah, a thing that goes into the hole in the door frame, and then you close the door, and then you have like a wee lock that goes on it, and the door can't open. So I think with all the talk of us going
you
on
tried
holidays
it?
in the summer, yeah, it works. I showed you it the other day.
No, you didn't.
You mustn't have been paying attention. 100% showed you because I was all locked. The
was
door's not
discipline.
opening. You were all thank fuck. Don't come
Oh, so you've tried it on our door and it
Yeah,
works,
yeah,
it doesn't open. So
yeah.
you can put that in the inside of a hotel room, the inside of an apartment, and
Yeah.
nobody goes missing.
It was like £7 on Amazon. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if the McCanns had that.
I mean,
If that's the story. Allegedly.
that's something every you're supposed to have. And also everyone's supposed to have that thing where you can smash your car window open. Do you remember we
yeah.
bought one then before and then we just never, I mean, we did. We had it in our
bought a
car.
wee hammer for
a
our-
wee mini hammer.
Did we?
Aye. Or maybe my ma bought it to me and gave it to me or something like.
Here's a hack, not for parenting, but in the same
Yeah.
style of that. What you're supposed to do if you go into the water, you can take your headrest off, and it has like two prongs, obviously, that go into the seat
Aye.
that hold it in place. They smash the window.
Aye. I think everyone knows that.
Well, could be one person out there going, "It's genius."
Well then, happy days for them.
Yeah. Do you want me to say another one?
Do you know what you haven't talked about on the podcast yet? Is your joke book?
Have I not?
I don't think so.
I wonder, should we leave it the next time then? I'll bring it in.
Aye, okay.
Or I could just talk about it now. Like, it makes no odds. But yeah, it's going around a few.
Bring it in next week. I'm sure you can. Yeah, you can showcase it. Go on ahead.
Okay. It's out in July the 4th, I think, but you can pre-order it
I said
now.
don't talk about it now.
Sorry. You can pre-order it now on Amazon and...
It's called Let Me Tell You a Joke.
Yeah, it's called Let Me Tell You a Joke. I'm glad you said that because I forgot the name of it. Surprise, surprise. Any funny misinterpretations or statements from your kids that left you in stitches?
Like people who like they said the word wrong.
Yeah. Remember one time we were coming back from IKEA and Winter smelt like they'd been spraying silage on the fields, and Winter went, who farted up my nose?
But I even remember your boys, like years ago, the things they would have said. Like I remember walking with Tom one time and he must have been about 6 and he went, "Is the roundest thing you can get your head?" And I was like, that is just as all, I mean, it's not even round, as all yours might be round, but like, you know, it's like, how you even think
We
that?
got the Gosford Forest Park, I think it was one day too, or Tullymore, and we get out of the car and he was all, "I don't want to go," and we were all, "Come on, we're going for a walk," and he goes, "It's just walking." And now every time I meet my brother and we go for a walk or whatever, he goes, "It's just walking."
Just walking. After he asked me about the round head, he then went, "Is the brightest thing you can ever get an orange?" Do you know, you're just like, those wee questions. Like Winters does this thing now every night too. Whenever, I don't know what about when you put her to bed. Just when I'm about to leave, she's still saying Happy New Year. By the way, it's February. You leave the room and she goes, "Happy New Year." It's so weird. She's too. And then she also goes, "Will you make sure that the Grinch doesn't come in here?" And we
And
also
Santa.
make sure that Santa doesn't come in here. And then also ask Miss Trunchbull not to come in here either. From Matilda. Do I think you scared her with Santa?
Why?
Because on Christmas morning.
I know.
On Christmas morning, so you played like sleigh bells on your phone outside her door, and then you started going ho ho ho, and did the most like scariest old man ho ho ho, and outside her bedroom door. And God love her, she came out shaking. She came out shaking with fear, but also was trying to be. She knew it was meant to be a happy time,
Yeah.
so she was all.
They freaked her out.
"How's it Christmas then?" She was shitting herself, but she was like confused about how she should react.
Next year I'll play the bells and I'll go, "Winter Santa's here!" Yoo-hoo! That's what I'll do. And then she'll come bouncing out.
It must have been so now she's still going, "We make sure Santa doesn't come in here." And the Grinch, she loves the Grinch.
But she's very sadistic in a way too, isn't she? She constantly wants to be told stories of people hurting themselves
Yeah.
or people...
Every night, "Can you tell me a
Being
story
in
about Elsa who
pain.
has a sore throat?" I'm like, "Can you
Yeah.
tell me a story about Anna who had broke her arm? Can you tell me a story about the wee boy P we met in the park and he won't give anyone a swing and then has to go to the doctors?" And you're like, what? She just wants to hear about people getting ailments. I brought her with me to get Rocky's injections yesterday, and as we walked into the doctor, she went, "Oh, mummy, I've got my doctor's kit." She got one for Christmas and she's obsessed with like taking temperatures and like all the rest of it. And she was like,
I was playing doctors with her the other day and she has 3 stethoscopes.
3 different kits.
Mental.
She's a Peppa Pig kit, a proper doctor's kit when we got in Tesco's. And then whenever we bought her a doctor's coat on Amazon, it came with a stethoscope. She's got 3 stethoscopes, but you never want a baby out.
True.
You don't want to find yourself with 0 stethoscopes.
Especially 3 that don't work.
Yeah. But parenting hacks wise, then that was the question, wasn't it?
No, that was about 3 questions.
Was
ago.
it?
Yeah.
Was it? Oh, I'm sorry. Fuck me.
It was funny things that our kids have said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things they've said.
Remember one time we were...
My brother used to write ones online all the time, remember?
Oh, they were
So funny.
belters, yeah. We were in McDonald's one day. We used to go for McDonald's breakfast. I think we still do that occasionally for any of the kids'
I
birthdays.
don't like a McDonald's breakfast, but anyway, I gone ahead.
But remember the music was on and I think it was Taylor Swift, and it got to the end of the chorus and Tom went, "And
Yeah.
I'll write Sinead."
Yeah.
And you're like, "No, that's not, it's not Sinead, it's "I'll
Yeah.
write your name." Where do you get that from?
I don't know, but it's like all this misheard song lyrics. Do you know what I mean? I think our Darren's wee girl one time was talking about, she went outside and it was raining and she was like, I think she was all, "The rain's massive." As if like it's like really raining. She was like, "The rain's massive." Do you have a parenting joke one-liner?
A parenting
Like a one-liner? That must be for you, obviously. I assume it's not for me.
Yeah, I have one where I actually haven't used this in ages, which I might bring back out now. Come to think of it, where I'd say like I'm trying to teach my daughter like really cool tricks. You know, like where you have a pencil and you like draw the whole way around a 2p, and then you get your parent to rub it down their face, and then they have a big black line.
Mm-hmm.
And recently, I tried to teach her pull my finger. She came over to me the other day and she goes, "Daddy, Daddy, quick! I've got one. Pull my finger." And I pulled her whole arm and she shit herself. So I might bring that out.
I also like you've got lots of parenting one-liners actually. There's one about too cool for school. There's the jigsaw one. Do you want to tell any more now?
Yeah, I can tell another one. I bought my son a jigsaw for his birthday because let's face it, that laminate floor is not going to cut itself.
I like that one.
Yeah. My son's too cool for school, but according to social services, that's not
No
a legitimate reason to keep him off.
Do you know, I remember watching you do stand-up so often at the start of our relationship, whereas I wouldn't see you that often now because we tend to be like if one of us is gigging, the other one's in the house or gigging. And I could have done all of your jokes, like verbatim, just even exactly how you say them.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Whereas obviously there's loads of stuff you would do now that I probably haven't even seen.
Yeah, there's loads of stuff, I'd say.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's it. We see each other maybe every 3 to 6 months, and then we're
Gig,
like,
we see each other every day.
Just seen you do like 15 minutes of new stuff.
Yeah. You're like, I've been working on that for ages. We're going to wrap this one up, I think.
Yeah, places to be, people to see.
Yeah, so again, Sunny Side Up. You can come to see in the Lyric very soon. My tour is still on sale, but it's a couple of tickets left for Belfast and Derry and Newry.
Yeah, tickets are still on sale for Sex in the City Hall. That's doing a 2-week tour in September, and a full week in the Grand Opera House as well. My joke book is out for pre-order on Amazon and Waterstones and other places like that. It's going to be out in July.
And our sink needs replaced if anyone wants to come put a sink in.
Yeah, and we need a joiner to put up
Do we need a joiner?
a shelf in
I did a
Winter's
thing
room
the
for
other
about the
day
past 6 months.
where I went through everybody. I was like, I'm contacting the painter. There's a painter booked. I contacted the plumber about that. Bought new doors. I was like, there's so many things need done and I'll get it done because guess what?
I
Won't get done if I don't do it.
Come into my world. So
Into
much
your
less
VR
stressful.
world.
Yeah.
You and your fucking cinema. No thanks. Thanks for listening and see you next week.